Okay, so we have a short vocabulary lesson here, learning about criminals and crime. So before we start, I'd like you to think about this. What is crime and what is a criminal? Well, crime is an illegal act for which someone can be punished by the law. So something that's against the law, something you're not allowed to do. And if you do it, then the police and the authorities will look to punish you. Therefore, what is a criminal? Well, a criminal is someone who commits crimes. Here we have 6 pictures with different types of criminal. Perhaps you can have a look at those. Do you know which types of criminal these are? So we'll go around clockwise from the top. So the top one, we have a guy stealing a TV. So he is a thief, a burglar, or perhaps even a cat burglar, someone who breaks into buildings quietly and steals things from people's homes. Next up, we have a guy with a laptop and a mask. He is a hacker, computer hacker. At the bottom, we have a guy in a grey hoodie who is taking something out of someone's purse. He is a pickpocket because he picks money and valuables out of people's pockets and people's bags. Next up, we have a picture of a guy holding a gun to someone. He's asking for his money. This is a mugger, so someone who robs people in the streets and threatens them to get some money from them. That's a mugger. Next up, we have a little creature with a match and a fire. This person is an arsonist. Arsonist is someone who sets fire to things, burn down people's property on purpose. So that's an arsonist. And finally, we have the girl over there who is shopping, but not paying for things, just putting things straight into a bag. That is a shoplifter, because she lifts things from the shop and puts them in her bag and takes them away without paying. So there we are, 6 types of criminal. Can you remember what they are? Cat burglar, hacker, pickpocket, mugger, arsonist, and shoplifter. And next up, we have some types of crime. Have a look at these 4 pictures. What type of crime these are? So not the criminal, but the actual type of crime. Right, so the first one, the guy in the black top there with the hooded mask, looking very scary. The type of crime he commits is terrorism. Next up, we have the scene where someone has been killed. That type of crime is murder. Okay, at the bottom, we have 2 people trying to take over an airplane. It's a hijack. They're hijacking the airplane. And finally, we have a guy stealing someone's credit card or credit card details. This is fraud. When people trick people to take money from them or take valuables, take possessions. So that's fraud, F-R-A-U-D. So here we have a list of those types of crimes: shoplifting, theft, hacking, arson, mugging, pickpocketing, terrorism, murder, fraud, hijacking. So can you think, what are the criminals that commit these crimes? Can you think carefully? And here we have the answer. So shoplifter, thief, hacker, arsonist, mugger, pickpocket, terrorist, murderer, fraudster, and hijacker. So here we have the criminal, the person committing those crimes, and they are the acts that they do. This brings us on to a useful grammar topic, and that is defining relative clauses. So relative clauses that are used to define subjects. What are defining relative clauses? Well, we use defining relative clauses to give essential information about someone or something. So they're very, very useful to explain what someone is, or what someone does, or what something is, or what something does. So here we have we're back to the girl stealing things from the shop, the shoplifter. And we can use a defining clause like this. We have the subject, is, am, are, someone, a person, who, and then we describe what they do. So if we look at the shoplifter, we say a shoplifter is someone who steals things from shops. Okay. If we think of the other types of crimes, the pickpocket, for example, you can say a pickpocket is someone who steals things from people's bags or from people's pockets. A cat burglar is someone who breaks into people's homes and steals valuables from their homes. So they're very useful relative clauses for explaining what someone does. Okay, and when we talk about someone, we use who, someone who. We can also use defining clauses to describe other things like places. Okay, so a shoplifter is someone who steals things from shops, but what is when we look at places, Look at this place here. We have the two beds. It's the place where criminals are put after they are caught. Okay, it's a prison. So how do we describe what a prison is? So a prison is a place where criminals are locked up. Okay, and again, you could use this for all sorts of places. A school is a place where students learn. Okay, a library is a place where you can find books to borrow. Okay, so defining clauses is very, very useful. Let's practice. So, what is this person? What is he doing? Can you think? What is this person? What is he doing? And this lady, or this person who's taking something out of the bag, can you remember what they are and what they're doing? Let's have a look at their answers, shall we? So yeah, a burglar is someone who steals valuables from the victim's home. A hacker is someone who steals information from their victims' computers. And a pickpocket is someone who steals valuables out of their victims' bags or pocket. Okay, so there we are, defining relative clauses to explain what people are and what people do. Thank you very much for listening. I hope this has helped.